Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what goes through your crush's mind when they see you. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. We have 3 piles to choose from. Keep your crush in mind when picking a pile, and pick whichever one you are most drawn to. So for pile number 1, we have the flower agate crystal with the card insight. For pile number 2, we have pyrite with the card direction. And for pile number 3, we have specular hematite with the card culmination. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is standing out to you the most, and that will be your pile for today. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this flower agate crystal in the inside card with universal chakra, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what goes through your crush's mind when they see you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself enjoying this reading, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I do have a limited amount of space available. You can find my email address in the description box below. So I'm going to start out by shuffling your oracle cards, and yeah, let's see what comes up, and then after that we'll take a look at your tarot cards. So spirit guides of pile number 1, spirit guides of pile number 1. Okay, you already have 2 cards. We have spirit quartz, Chiron, and healing. And we have the South Node in the reverse, Labradorite, and boundaries. And at the back of the deck, we have Moss, Agate, Heart Chakra, and Intention. By the way, I just saw 111 on the timer, which is so cool. Okay, so what goes through your crush's mind when they see you? Firstly, I will say that your crush does find you quite dreamy and may even daydream about you. I see that when your crush is around and they see you, their head is sort of in the clouds. They're sort of like in daydream land, if that makes sense. That is the energy I feel and see for your pile. I also think your crush could see themselves being friends with you, so that's something that definitely goes through their mind when they see you. And if they are in any kind of group setting or conversation, I do think that they are, like wanting to invite you into that conversation whenever they see you. I am seeing a dragon clairvoyantly, so dragons to me represent power and strength. Your crush sees you as very powerful in some way. So what's pretty interesting here that Spirit is showing me is your crush can feel your vibe and your energy and can feel that you have very good intentions towards them. So what they see about you so far is that you're that type of person that is very in touch with your heart and you love at a great level, and there's just something about your crush seeing themselves, being friends with you or getting to know you in some way because they really like your vibe and your energy that you bring to the table. The one thing that goes through your crush's mind when they see you is the fact that you were so mysterious. And they're thinking in their mind, I would love to get to know pile number 1 better because I feel their vibe, I like their vibe, but I don't quite fully know everything about them yet. And even if your crush has spoken to you sometimes, there's still this kind of blank canvas of what you could be like. There's this kind of like curiosity and wonder of, I wonder what type of person pile number 1 is like. I want to get to know them on a deeper level so that I know who they are. I know more of them, So that's the energy I see. I'm also getting the message from Spirit. As I got this message, I got goosebumps, so I know it's true. Your crush has dreamt of you before and maybe thinking of that dream they've had of you when they see you. Okay, even if they haven't told you. with the South Node being in reverse here, I do think that your crush sees you as a type of person that is very different from people they've have encountered in the past. So let's say they've dated people in the past that were a certain type of way that were very opposite from you. And it's kind of like it's not a bad thing. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is it's not a bad thing because the healing card is here. So your crush sees you as very different from previous people they've dated that have maybe once broken their heart or hurt them in some way or broke their trust in some way. So the healing card is here, which tells me that your crush maybe has started healing from previous experiences and has maybe grown to a point where they are no longer attracted to the people they used to be attracted to those personality types. And because you are much different from what they've encountered in the past, this gives them hope that they can grow in love and meet people that align to this new version of them, to this new kind of insight they've gotten of what love really means to them right now. So the thing is, this person went through certain lessons to learn what love isn't so that they can learn what love truly is to them. And maybe there's something about you matching up to what they want in love. Maybe there's something about this being a little bit different for them, but it's good. It feels like a good feeling, if that makes sense. It feels like you'd sort of get them outside of their comfort zone and help them grow in a way. Maybe your crush sees you as the type of person that's constantly growing in your own life and getting outside of your own comfort zone to reach a new level of where you want to be, right? So maybe your crush sees that energy within you and likes that. So another thing that goes through your crush's mind when they see you is I see them sort of like making themselves stand up straight, fix their posture, make sure their hair looks good. It's kind of giving me that energy, when you see your crush and then you quickly fix your hair, you quickly make sure you're standing up nicely, showing a good angle of yourself. Like, I see that energy clairvoyantly, so there's something about that coming through, and I do think your crush wants to speak to you, but sometimes is a little bit shy to tell you what's really on their mind or to really just speak to you and communicate with you. So that is one thing I do see here. Maybe if you were to first speak to your crush, I think they would be more comfortable speaking to you more. But for them, it's kind of like, I feel like they're kind of shy to make the first move to speak to you first, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and pull your tarot cards now. So, my pile number ones, I don't know if your crush is spiritual or religious. They could even just not be, but there's something about me seeing this person almost think to themselves, me meeting somebody that is very different to people I've encountered in the past that have once hurt me is a sign of my growth. So I see them acknowledging their own growth through meeting you as if it's a sign from the universe that they have grown enough to end that karmic cycle that was once very prominent over their life and relationships. So I'm hearing the word ketu. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right. Let's just see what that is. I think it has something to do with astrology, but I don't really know that much about astrology. Let's see. I think it's Vedic astrology. It's like a planet, but I don't know what it is about. It is associated with spiritual enlightenment, attachment, and past lives. So you may want to look into that. It's funny that we have the South Node here, which is the past life card. So maybe this is a cycle they have broken from past lives. But yeah, research more into that if you are interested. So we have the Three of Swords, which pretty much lines up with everything we said. Your crush is healing from heartbreak of their own, and the Three of Swords is about heartbreak. And since we see this person being an angel here. I think that your crush was very innocent in those situations where they were once heartbroken, where they had innocent intentions towards people, but still got hurt anyways. So I see them having innocent intentions towards you, but maybe fearing their heart getting broken again. And maybe that's why they're struggling to, like make the first move and speak to you first. Maybe they're scared of heartbreak. I do sense that your crush does like you in a way and does find you appealing in a way, but they're also very scared of heartbreak. So I think for them, they're going to need to take it slow and let their walls down and their guard down slowly. We do have the Hierophant in the reverse. And what's so interesting is last night while I was about to sleep, I saw this card clairvoyantly in my mind. So sometimes Spirit gives me messages the night before for a pile or a person if I'm doing a personal reading. So the Hierophant reversed. So your crush thinks that you're very loyal, is the first message I'm just getting intuitively because I heard a dog barking outside now. So dogs to me represent loyalty, love, unconditional love, right? And maybe that's what your crush wants in a relationship. Maybe they've had to learn pretty harsh lessons around love to find out what they don't want, to cut that out of their life and not accept that anymore. And the Hierophant reverse here tells me maybe it took a very long time for this person to learn those lessons around that. I do think that your crush sometimes feels unlucky within love, feels like, you know, they almost feel like in this woe is me energy a little bit. Sorry for laughing, but it's kind of cute, but I'm laughing because this person is so sweet. They're such a sweet soul, and they don't know that there is a beautiful love that they can find. This person is so stuck in their heartbreak that they cannot see the hope of love right in front of them. And that is what I'm hearing from your spirit guides. So what I'm seeing here is your crush is in a stage of their life right now where the human pleasures are just not as important to this person right now. What is really important to this person right now is their personal growth and finding the insights on how to become the person they want to become and how to make their life better. You know what I mean? How to expand in a way and grow in a way. They don't want to stay stuck in the same place. Okay, so I don't know why they're thinking of this when they see you, but maybe this has to do with love in a way. Maybe they don't want to be stuck in the same place they once were in love. And maybe they're trying to make different choices now. Find insights on where to go next in love, if that makes sense. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Devil. So with the Devil, I do think that your crush does find you very sexy and appealing. But again, I feel like this person is not so focused on human pleasure, but more so finding the right type of love for them. So they're not so focused on appearances and the more sexual things, if that makes sense, but you do bring that energy up for them where they do feel that sense of attraction. But for them, they don't want to just look for that in their relationships. They want to really get to know you. So that's going through their mind. Like, I don't want to just focus on their sexiness. Like, I really want to get to know them and see if there is potential here for us to be friends or to create something more than that. So this person really wants to get to know you. That's something that keeps going through their mind when they see you. Next, we have the Chariot. And we have the Death card. Okay. So I see your crush thinking about the next time they want to get in a relationship, they want to treat the person like a king or a queen. I'm seeing like princess treatment, but of course not everybody here is a woman watching. But there's something about that coming through, like the next relationship I get into, I want to treat that person like royalty and give them everything and spoil them. And I see them thinking that when they see you. So could it be possible that your crush has intentions to maybe get to know you on not just a friendship level, but more than that? Because the Three of Wands to me can represent, in this case, it looks like she has like darts in her hands or something, like shooting your shot, if that makes sense. Hmm. And I did say earlier that they want to speak to you, but they're a little bit shy too. And I just noticed she's holding a rose in her hand as well, which does represent romance. So it's almost like I see a thought like, could this be something substantial? So your crush is very intrigued by you. And that's a message that keeps coming up here. Your crush is going through a big change in their life right now with the Death card. And they're wondering if this change is leading to something good in their life where they can maybe overcome maybe some things they've gone through before and invite newness in their life, in their love life. I do think that your crush sometimes feels insecure in front of you because there's a feeling here of like, does this person find me attractive? Does this person not like me? Do they like me or not? Like, I see them overthinking a little bit, but trying to keep their cool, trying to almost like overcome those insecurities in their mind. So I do feel like your crush does take a liking towards you. So I would say, if your crush hasn't made the first move, then maybe go ahead and talk to them. You never know what might come from that. Because I'm seeing new beginnings here as a potential for the future. Your crush thinks you two are very different, but it's kind of like opposites attract, but they can also see a lot of themselves in you. But they like that. Okay, so that's something I see. And your crush also thinks you are very fun to be around. Or at least they get that impression of you. So this is where I'm going to leave your reading pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this Pyrite crystal in the direction card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what goes through your crush's mind when they see you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself enjoying this reading, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So let's go ahead and shuffle your oracle cards. Let's see what comes up for you. And then after that, we'll take a look at your tarot cards. So, Spirit Guides of Pile number 2, Spirit Guides of Pile number 2s, what goes through their crush's mind when they see them? So we have Red Jasper, Etamine Star, and Conviction. Interesting. I'm hearing that song by Maroon 5. I think it's called This Love, where he's like, this love has taken a toll on me. I said goodbye too many times before. And I think he's talking about like an on and off relationship, if I'm not mistaken. We have turquoise, earth element, and perseverance. So what does that have to do with this pile spirit? Oh, okay. We have resolve in the reverse, desert jasper at the back of the deck. So this is making me think. The direction card talks about making a decision or a choice. For some of you, I feel like your crush is someone you have been with on and off, and it's something where they're still trying to make that decision if they still want to be in this long term, because it's kind of hard to persevere in something where you're always on and off with the person. And for others of you, your crush maybe has an ex that they're still thinking about, where they're not completely available yet. And I think that if you don't relate to your crush being someone you've been with already, then maybe they have an ex that they haven't fully resolved things with, and I think with the direction card, it's kind of like they're trying to decide what direction to go in. But since we see two stairs here, it's kind of like I see your crush maybe thinking of you as another option that they could be interested in, where they're trying to decide which direction to go into. What direction's best for them? To be honest, pile number 2, I think Spirit is bringing this to my attention if you relate to the latter option of maybe your crush having an ex they're still not completely over. I think for you, I think this is coming up for a reason so that you're aware of what's going on behind the scenes. Because what Spirit is saying is, I don't want you to put all your eggs in one basket with your crush, right? Because there's a possibility that they could still have feelings for their ex. And there's a possibility they could still go back to their ex. But whenever they see you, what kind of crosses their mind is maybe they can have a new love. But again, I don't feel like as I'm in this person's energy, I don't always feel like, how do I explain this? They're not fully sure what they want to do. And to me, that's a little bit of a red flag because the thing is, if somebody's not really sure what they want, most of the times they're not intending to hurt a person, but sometimes when they can't figure out what they want long term, they become a little bit wishy-washy and then they waste your time. So I'm just saying this in advance to you so that you don't let this person waste your time. I think it's important for you to go into this with realistic expectations. And that is why Spirit is bringing this to your attention. If you are on and off with this person, I think that your person, your crush, wants to make a decision here, but also doesn't want to get stuck in a cycle of being on and off with a person, of being in an unhealthy connection, right? It's just not good for them long term. Love shouldn't be so hard where they keep having to, persevere and keep staying strong in a connection for it to last. And if this is not someone you're on and off with, if this is really your crush and they have an ex they're on and off with, I think they're pondering what they want long term with the earth element here, because the earth element is something where we're thinking more long term rather than just right now, right? So they're thinking about their own growth and if this is even good for them, for their mental health. I think that this person, they need to call people out more. If you are on and off with them, you need to call them out more. Something about that's coming through with this card. And if you're sorry that there's so many situations here, there's 2 scenarios I see, so just bear with me as I try to explain all the energies I'm seeing. If this is your crush and not on and off, I just saw the angel number 555. So there is a possibility that things can change. If this person really wants to change, if this person really makes a decision for themselves, but they can't be indecisive about it. They need to make a decision and fully believe in their decision. Because they can't go back and forth. You know what I mean? And waste your time or the ex's time. And that's very important. So I think Spirit is bringing this to your attention so that you're aware of this. I also think this situation could be mirroring something to you. Something maybe you need to look within and figure out, is this something I want long term? So I'm not telling you to not crush on this person, but I just don't want you to be stuck in a situation where a person's wishy-washy with you and maybe only treats you as a rebound or, says they want to be with you, then goes back to their ex. So I'm warning you of this in advance. If this is your crush and you are on and off with this person's trying to decide what's best for them, if they should still continue trying here, if they should still continue trying to heal this connection or just give up on it. Because it seems like we're going in this circle of trying to heal it the whole time, but then something keeps happening. And with resolve at the back of the deck, they're not really sure if they want to resolve things because they don't want to be in a toxic cycle. I know that message might sound a little bit harsh to hear, pile two, but it is what I'm seeing here. The truth is that this person, if this is your crush and you are on and off with them, the truth is this person does care for you and does still love you. They wouldn't be pondering, resolving something with you if they didn't. But they don't want to keep believing in this, and then it keeps hurting them more and more, and they keep having to resolve things, and just getting in a cycle of something that's unhealthy and toxic for them, or just not good for them, or just not aligning to what they want long term. So I think that's important to consider and keep in mind. So I didn't expect for this reading to be so deep, but let's see what tarot cards come out. Okay, so I'm clairvoyantly seeing a biblically how do I say this? Biblically accurate angel. You know how they show it on I've seen some videos on TikTok where they show what an angel actually looks like. I saw that clairvoyantly. So maybe your angels are coming through to warn you of this. I picked up my tarot deck and I legit kid you not. This card fell on the floor. I didn't even shuffle, Justice Reverse. So I think that your angels are trying to protect you from being with this person, because I don't think this person is going to be completely honest with you. And I think your spirit guides and your angels want to protect you from getting into a situation where you fall so hard for a person and you begin to start a long-term connection and realize that they're not completely honest or not completely healthy for you long term. I think Justice Reverse is a red flag to me. It shows dishonesty. Somebody where their values don't align to you. But I can also take this as somebody that's a little bit indecisive, a little bit wishy-washy, doesn't know what they want next. And they might keep you in an unfair situation where you feel like you're not being treated the way you deserve. And Spirit doesn't want you to go blindly into the situation because she's wearing a blindfold there, or rush into the situation with the Eight of Wands. So again, I'm not telling you to not crush on your crush, but I don't think this is really something that's going to satisfy you, pile number two, and that might be a hard pill to swallow. Why did my voice do that? It might be a hard pill to swallow, but it's something that you need to know. The Ten of Wands. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. The Lovers. And King of Pentacles reversed. The thing is, not only is this person a little bit indecisive in their love life, but also their career. I think that this person, I felt this energy even in the intro, but I wasn't sure if it's true or not, but now Spirit is confirming it to me. This person is also not really sure what they want to do in their career. It feels to me like this person doesn't have much direction in life. They feel very confused about where to go next in life. And I think that it's not saying that you shouldn't be with your crush, but I think right now at this phase of their life, it's not a good time. Because there's something about them not being able to give you what you need and what you want. And that might make you feel a little bit hopeless here with the Ten of Wands. It might make you feel a little bit burdened. And it might break the illusion of the sort of crush you have of this person where you've made them up in your mind to kind of idealize them, if that makes sense, which is normal. We do that when we crush on a person. But once you start seeing maybe the more negative sides of this person, you might feel a little bit hopeless, or you might even reconsider wanting this person in your life. So this is why Spirit is addressing this and bringing this to your attention, so that you don't get attached to a situation you might not even want to be in. So the thing is, sometimes we think we want to be with a person and then we see more of their personality and we're like, this doesn't really align to me long term. Do you know what I'm seeing clairvoyantly? I'm seeing a scene from Bratz. I think it was a specific movie or an episode, but one of the Bratz girls went on a date with a guy that they crushed on. She realized on that date that he's not what she thought she he was in her mind. Like, she thought he was a nicer guy in her mind, but then when she really got to know him, she saw a different side of him that she was turned off by. She got the ick from him. Like, I could see it by her face. She didn't enjoy that date. So Spirit is showing me that, and I know I'm going a little bit off topic. I'm supposed to be reading this person's thoughts, but I think Spirit is more so bringing advice through in this topic rather than this person's thoughts, because even if I told you this person's thoughts, it wouldn't matter, because at the end of the day, you might not like this person as much as you think you will if you get to know them. And I think Spirit thinks that's more important to talk about than the actual topic at hand. What I will say about the topic at hand, though, to not go too far off topic, is that what this person thinks when they see you is they're not really sure they can give you what you need either. I do think this person is attracted to you, finds you beautiful with Aphrodite here, because Aphrodite is the goddess of beauty. I'm hearing that they see you as a catch. They see you as a good option in love. I think your crush may also see you as a potential to date, or see you as somebody that they might crush on to a little bit with the lovers. But I also think they know that they're a little bit wishy-washy right now, and they don't want to be dishonest with you or hurt you or anything like that. I think this person knows that they need to first figure things out before they pursue this with you. Because I do think this person does like you, but I think they know themselves that they're not fully ready to step into this. And they're trying to make a decision in their career, but they don't know what they want to do with their life long term. I think this person needs to get to know themselves, because Spirit is showing me Ken when he says he needs to get to know himself in the new Barbie movie. He needs to find himself. He needs to find out who Ken is. So there is a possibility that now may not be the right time. And that's what they're thinking in their head. I just saw 11:11 on the clock, and I'm hearing a message to not let the world kind of revolve around this person in your mind. I'm sorry to give such disappointing messages piled to. I know this is probably harsh to hear, but it is what's coming out here, so I'm going to honor that. And although it might be hard to hear in the moment, it might save you from a lot of heartbreak. And, it's not to say that your crush is a bad person, but I just think now's not the right time to pursue anything with them until they can figure out what they want. Because a person that's wishy-washy, I'm speaking from experience, they never know what they want. And then they waste your time. You know what I mean? So this is where I'll leave your reading. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose the Specular Haematite crystal and the Culmination card with the root chakra, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what goes through your crush's mind when they see you. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself enjoying this reading, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my email address is in the description box below. So, I'm kind of seeing an energy here where I'm not sure if I'm picking up on your energy or your crush's energy. So I'm seeing, when I was about to start your reading, I heard it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know how dancers count like that? I heard that in my mind. So I don't know if you dance or if this person has danced and one of you has seen each other dance, but something about that's coming through. Also, I'm seeing that this person is very drawn to you in some way. There's something about you that kind of pulls them in with your energy. It's like you're pulling this person towards you like a magnet. But I will also say that your energy is super protected, where it repels energies that are not good for you. Very cool. So there's something about your energy sort of pulling this person in, but also pushing away negativity, which is quite interesting. Yeah, so I know we're not doing an energy reading on you, but Spirit is just showing me your energy field and a sort of filtration system where this is just a metaphor, where there's like a filtration system in your aura where you're clearing and releasing negativity, releasing things that aren't aligned to what you want, aren't aligned to healthiness, you know what I mean? Or good energies, good vibrations. Anything that's not aligned to you is being released from your aura and being repelled from your aura. But what you do want to attract is pulling towards you like a magnet. And I'm even seeing a car. So I don't know if you've been manifesting things lately, if you've been manifesting your crush, but if you have, then Spirit is confirming that it's working. Okay? So even if you're doing it unconsciously, because sometimes when we think of a person a lot, we can unconsciously manifest them too. So let's see what cards come out for you for your oracle cards. So spirit guides of pile number 3s, what goes through their crush's mind when they see them? So we have Desert Jasper, Vesta, and Resolve in the reverse. And we have Flower Agate, Throat Chakra, and Expression. So I'm hearing something with this card. I'm hearing that your crush could have heard something about you that was not true, like a rumor. And I'm not saying this to scare you, but I'm just saying what I'm seeing coming through. So they could sort of want to clear things up with you and ask if it's true. But I think when you're around your crush, they want to speak to you with the throat chakra here. They want to express what they're kind of thinking in their mind about you, or yeah, like they kind of want to express their true self to you. But I also think that what came through in the beginning, with your energy being very protected, if there are people spreading rumors about you, it may just be like jealousy, and it may be being cleared out of the energy of this person too. Because there's something where, like, someone said something about you that was not true, where this person doesn't believe it to be true based on what they see about you. Okay? I hope that makes sense. So, what goes through your crush's mind when they see you? I think that they see you as the type of person that doesn't really like to speak about negative things. So, if they've ever had a conversation with you, or just heard things about you, or just heard you speak to other people, they have noticed that you don't like to speak about negative things, that you don't like to speak about things that, make you sad, which is normal, and good. But it's kind of like you don't like to focus on the negativity. You like to focus on positivity. And that's something they really like about you. That's something they admire about you. So I see that going through your crush's mind when they see you. I also think your crush notices little things about you. So another thing they notice about you is, and they're thinking of when they see you, is that you seem like that type of person that doesn't really care for gossip, that doesn't really care for like low vibrational things like gossip, like complaining, things like that. That's how they're seeing you, and they like that about you. They're seeing you as the type of person they would want to travel with or go on a road trip with. So that's what goes through their mind when they see you. I don't know why, but these trees are kind of reminding me of California. I don't know if California has trees like that, but I'm hearing California in my mind. So I don't know if that's where some of you live, or if this person just wants to travel with you. Like, they could see themselves going on a road trip with you and it being fun. Your crush is also thinking when they see you that you seem like the type of person that really wants to build towards your future. So you seem like the type of person that really has everything like together in your life, where you want to build towards your future. You're focused on important things for your life. You know what I mean? And there's something about your crush thinking you're that type of person where if somebody does something wrong to you, you cut them off. Like, you don't even tell them what they did wrong because they should know what they did wrong. And of course, yes, we should communicate to people when they have hurt us, but with some people, you've communicated so many times, they don't listen, they don't change. So you've just cut them out of your life. That's what they have noticed or seen about you, and they're thinking about that when they see you. Okay, so I actually just saw a vision of something incredibly cute. I think your crush has a dream or a wish of getting married one day because I just saw a vision of someone putting a ring on someone's finger. And I know this is just a crush, so your crush wouldn't necessarily think of marrying you. But I do think that's something your crush wants in the future and maybe sees you as someone they could be with potentially, because we do have divine love at the back of the deck. I think that your crush feels a strong connection to you with the soul star chakra, and it's kind of like a spiritual connection that they feel to you. Okay? Even if you don't know your crush that well, they feel drawn to you. They feel connected to you in some way. They feel like they could click with you in some way. And that's what's going through their mind when they see you. They maybe even see you as the type of person that kind of like matches up to their sort of vision of marriage material or their sort of version of what marriage material means. I'm also seeing KFC or just chicken in general. I don't know why. So I think this person has maybe like pondered about food while seeing you. So I don't know if they want to like get food with you or get a lunch with you or something more casual. It doesn't feel like a date that they've been pondering on, but more so something casual like let's sit and have lunch together or have a coffee together. I think they thought of asking you that because the throat chakra is here, which is about talking and communicating. So even if your crush hasn't communicated to you a lot, they've thought about it a lot. They thought about telling you these things. They think in their mind, like, I'm so drawn to you. I feel like I could click with you. I feel like I could get along with you, but I'm not really sure why. So this is what they think of saying to you, if they haven't really said that. So your crush, like, I don't know how to explain this without sounding a certain type of way, but I'm just gonna say what I heard. Your crush thinks of you as a high quality person. So it's not that your crush thinks there are low quality people and high quality people. I don't want to sound mean. Your crush sees you as a high quality person, a high value person, if that makes sense. And I'm almost seeing like a diamond. They see you as like a diamond that shines bright. And your crush loves the fact that you have goals, that you have your life together, or at least it seems that way. Like you seem like that type of person that has your future plan for yourself, you know? So that's what they're currently like thinking when they see you. So we have the Two of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. I think your crush is kind of just trying to grasp the amazing person that you seem to be. But your crush may also think that you have a lot of people that are jealous of you and how you seem to have secured your future for yourself, or you seem to be on the way there. Your crush thinks that there's a lot of people that kind of like envy you because of the type of person you are, and they like that about you. We have the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Cups reversed. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Seven of Swords reversed. So the Seven of Swords reversed kind of relates to what I said earlier, where, you know, like maybe certain people in your life have gotten away with certain things, where they've done certain things to you that you didn't like. And eventually you had to come to a point where you were like, no more. This is not what I want anymore. So that you can move past that, past relationships like that, because you don't even want to resolve things with people like that because they keep on doing the same behavior over and over again. So maybe your crush has noticed that about you and sees that about you when they see you, thinks that, it's good that you've cut certain people out of your life because you deserve a lot better. You do. Maybe your crush relates to this. Maybe that's why they're thinking that when they see you. Because with the Nine of Cups reverse, I also feel like your crush has maybe had experiences like that where they didn't want that for themselves. And maybe they see a little bit of themselves in you. I think that your crush has sort of put themselves in your shoes and relates to you. And that's what they're thinking when they see you. Also, when I say that you seem like you have your life together, you may not feel like you've reached your goals yet. You may not feel like you've completely sort of gotten your wins yet, if that makes sense. You may not feel like you've won that race yet towards your dreams and desires and goals with the Nine of Cups reverse. But your crush sees you getting there very fast with the Eight of Wands because you seem like a very action-orientated person, and that's what they're thinking when they see you, that you seem like you're going to get to your goals very fast, even though you may feel like you're not there yet. Even when I spoke of manifestation in the beginning, I don't know if your crush believes in manifestation or not, but they see you as the type of person that can manifest your desires, even if you don't see it in your reality yet. I don't know if they think the word manifestation, but that is what's coming through in the energy. So with the Ace of Swords, I actually think that your crush thinks of you a lot, even when they're not around you. And they may ponder on you a lot, like try to figure out the type of person you are. And, even when I'm doing this reading, it's like they've noticed a lot of things about you. So I think your crush kind of looks at you from afar, tries to figure you out, ponder what type of person you are, because they're very curious about you, very intrigued by you. Okay? It is 11:33 on the clock. That may be a significant angel number for some of you. I think this person, your crush when they see you, I think they've also pondered on what it would be like to kind of like watch series with you or chill with you, because I'm seeing Netflix in my mind's eye. So I think your crush wants to hang out with you more, like get to know you more, but it doesn't feel like they want to necessarily rush things with you, if that makes sense, but they do want to take action. And that's what they're thinking when they see you. They do want to make some kind of decision to talk to you more, get to know you more. And it doesn't feel like they'd ask you on a date immediately. When I say that, I don't see that as a bad thing, because I do think your crush likes you and does also find you to be someone they would get along with, but I think they also don't want to rush into things. So I think they'd first try to maybe form a friendship with you, first get to know you on that type of level before jumping into something with you. So I think that they're thinking of that when they see you. This is what I have for you, pile 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.